UAPs are real, which you could also say UFOs are real. They decided to change it to UAP instead of UFO. Elizondo testified, adding that advanced technologies not made by our government or any other government are monitoring sensitive military installations around the globe. They're monitoring the installations around the globe. And where is my pointer? Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. What on earth happened to it? Y'all, hold on. I can find it. I promise you I can find it. So we're talking about the drones. Did not even write it? Oh man, I did not even shoot. I didn't even put a label on this thing. I got myself all excited. I really did. Hey there, Emily, honey. Yeah. Actually, there's a friend of mine. He actually caught one of these. This one right here. It's like the circle and stuff like that. You just tuning in. I wish there was a way I could come in here and edit it because it don't even got the word drone on it. Let's look at him. What did he have to say, you all? I want to hear it. Let me see. Congress. No, I can't play it. I can't play the music. You all seen the meetings. We seen it. We did. The unidentified anomalous. You have to say, why did they say anomalous? Why couldn't you just say it? The retired Rear Admiral Naval. Look at that. Look at that. Tim Gallaudet. Yeah. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We have Gina Honey and Emily Honey on here, and you're more than welcome to join our conversation. And if you want to sit in the sidelines, you can do that too. This is what this Rear Admiral. We should not turn a blind eye, but boldly face this new reality and learn from it. This is a new reality for a lot of people. Those drones right there. That looks like Roseanne Barr. She don't look too happy. What is Project Bluebeam? No, see, we ain't got that. Yeah. Let me help you out. I gotcha. Gina Honey gotcha. Hold on. Okay, do we got it going on? If when I turn this around, if this begins to zoom up on my face, let me know because I can't tell from my end at all. Look, this is a new reality for a lot of people. A new reality is what this is. Because they don't want to think about the UFOs. They don't. They'd rather say, well, it's just Project Bluebeam. Well, okay, was Project Bluebeam around, say, 50, 60 years ago? Was Project Bluebeam around? Hello, Apple Brooks. When Roswell incident happened, was that a Project Bluebeam? And the UFO that was there, and then they later said it was just a weather balloon. Was that also Project Bluebeam? Was it Project Bluebeam when all these reports started coming on all around the world of these objects in the sky, these UFOs, these lights? No, it was not Project Bluebeam. They were actual objects in the sky, 3D objects. And some of these objects were some type of a craft where people engaged with them. Some received, I hate to say it, but radiation burns from these saucers. Radiation burns. Let's listen to me. There comes a time that you cannot say everything is Project Bluebeam, fake alien invasion. They're here. They are here, and they're coming out more and more in the sky, the lights. They're shape-shifting beings, and you could say intelligent beings since they can turn themselves into an aircraft. They worked as a collective is what they do. Hello. Yeah. Alicot's mom, I don't know if this is government orchestrated. I really do not know. And in my spirit, I don't feel like these UFOs that's been around for a long time, some of them also could have been identified as drones since the 40s and earlier then. No, they're not government orchestrated. There's other life on this earth, and I know people don't want to hear about it. The government is so easy to blame the government for everything, but there comes a time when we cannot be blaming the government for everything that goes on. We need to look at that question mark. We need to ask ourselves what truly is going on and start thinking outside the box. I've seen them. And I've seen the UFOs. I have missing time. I seen the great big massive UFO right over my head when I was in preschool. Actually, it was like elementary school. Red, blue, and green light. And I was terrified because it hovered right over my head, right outside the elementary school when I was playing in the grass. It was probably just as tall as one of those towers, you know, those metal towers. I ran in the house. It wasn't until recently my mom said, I saw that UFO too, Gina. And I remember going to the playground, another playground that night, because there was 2 elementary schools together, and I got on one of those swings, and I was swinging as high as I could swing, and there was that UFO again, right there above my head. I put my feet on the ground. It was dirt. It was summertime. I stopped myself as fast as I could, and I ran to where my brothers and sisters were and the neighbors. No, that wasn't government. Okay, it wasn't. And the egg-shaped things that are in the sky, those UFOs, some would call them drones because they'd be a great big glowing thing. That's not government orchestrated either. Simulated, we can't say that everything is simulated. Unless you want to say you yourself are simulated too, then you're part of a simulation. Then that means you don't really exist in reality. Would that mean? And then your comment is meaningless. Would you like to say that, Tyler? I'm just throwing it out there. Yeah. No, there's something much greater going on. Let me look at this. The latest mysteries. And if the president-elect Donald Trump is saying shoot them down, why is he saying shoot them down? Why would the president of the United States say shoot them down? And why would people get abducted? Let me tell you something. If it's just a simulation, then how come there are so many people having experiences of being abducted by aliens? You see, it doesn't add up. It doesn't. You might say, well, it's government, whatever. Abducted by other worldly beings that do not look like me, and they do not look like you. They don't. Rest assured, we probably got the documents, John, honey, that you're talking about. There's lots of people on this YouTube channel in the comment section with so much knowledge. And they share a lot of things, and they know a lot of things, and I know a lot of things, even though I don't say I know a lot of things. But this thing right here, I think I know a little bit about seeing these lights like this in the sky. And they can shapeshift. Ask you, listen, why would a drone have these colors on it? See, even the lights would not match that of a regular drone in the sky. And there's supposed to be drone-free areas where they're not allowed to fly in the sky. There's something truly going on. And there are many theories out there. Simulation, Project Bluebeam. It's a foreign entity. It's another government from another country, or we've been invaded. Oh, Gina, honey, it's the fake alien invasion. No, listen. It can't be fake if there's already alien life forms inside the earth. Then one would have to say that Admiral Byrd's time inside the earth, that's all made up too. Every bit of that's made up. It never did happen. None of it happened, Gina. It's all demons. No, it's not all demons. Look at what we got walking around on the earth. Yeah. And there are other life forms that walk around from us. CIA, okay, you can't. Was the CIA around during the time of the Roswell? No, it was actually created after the Roswell incident. Yeah, there's too many things that are going on, and too many people seeing. Look, this 30 drones, this New Jersey home was menaced by 30 drones in one night. They were surrounding the individual's home. They are mystery drones flying over my house, and I tried to track them down. I have a massive drone that flies, and it has since I started this journey back in 2018. It flies from the west to the east. It goes down one particular path in the sky, back and forth at night. Yeah. Yeah, we've heard about the Creative Society, Jan. That's right. I did a video on them once, and I kind of listened to what they had to say before, too. I did. I kind of liked it. I did. And, yeah. So, forget your camera. Forget your camera phone. I'm using these gadgets. People are going to see all clear objects, but we haven't seen them yet. We truly haven't. These right here have been dismissed at times as Chinese lanterns, the lights in the sky. And if they show up at times, they call them weather balloons. So they had to send up the military craft for a weather balloon. And the pilot's in the sky and they see black cubes flying around too. Well, at night, I bet they could glow in the dark. They could glow. You could see their lights if they were black cubes. Yeah. Um, um, there's many theories about the planet. There's many maps of the planet being a flat planet. And there are many theories, and there's many, like other people saying that you could fit all the countries in the state, in Africa, the country of Africa. And there's many things about the beyond the ice wall, according to Admiral Byrd. There's lands and lands beyond that, and inside the earth, the coming race, real, V-R-I-L, 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 real, the coming race. We read that book on here, and they are living inside the earth, and they have the technology to, with their staff, it's the agency of real, they can shoot a laser or some kind of a beam out and disintegrate somebody, turn them into ashes. That's inside the earth. There are beings inside the earth, other life forms inside the earth. They say that 7 levels down is it where these different life forms are. Oh yeah, this is all real, and there's some people who may not want to hear about it, but I like it. Now, don't show me no cartoon. No, they don't look like this. But if you remember the Science Channel, if aliens invaded the Earth, they showed a massive mothership above the air, is what they did, above the Earth, and it was releasing all these little drones and stuff. And they too were releasing drones, and they released all these spiky balls. Look at this. Oh, no. I wanted to read what they had to say, you all. We got these drones, and nobody has any definitive answer. There's all these other answers out there. There's Project Bluebeam. It's a simulation. It's fake alien invasion. It's our own government. It's other governments. It's people flying their drones around. Well, that doesn't leave any room at all for any other life forms other than human beings. It doesn't. In existence on this earth, any other life form other than human beings, those theories, all of them. Yeah, it's got you pissed. Just tell us how you feel too far. Yes, the sky's filled with these damn things, you said. I'm just reading your comment. I don't talk like that, but I can tell you are quite emotional, and thank you for your descriptive emotions. I'm sure a lot of people are feeling that way too. Why don't we get to know? Well, they want you to choose a theory. What theory do you want? Do you want to know if, do you want to choose the simulation? Do you want to choose the Project Bluebeam? Do you want to choose their government drones? Do you want to choose their foreign enemy drones? Do you want to choose their alien-like life forms? They want you to just let your mind wander. Let you make up. Eric, honey, I'm reading some of the comments on here. I don't read all the comments. It's totally impossible. Otherwise, I would not even be able to have a conversation with people. I wouldn't. And I'm trying to do a video, but I do look at them when I can. The Pentagon has previously stated there is no, look, evidence of UFO sightings, and there are alien spacecraft, and many can be explained. Of course, they wouldn't want you to know that they wouldn't want you to think that there are any other life forms other than the human beings on the earth. And there are no such things as aliens. Are we there? Really? Hello. Hello there, Mr. Cold. That's right. It's real. Watch this. Let's see if I can get it, you all. Come on now. You've got to do it. All right. The ancient aliens, the flying saucers, this right here also. And look at this. They're flying up in the air. We know who that is. That's the symbol that's in front of CERN. In front of CERN. Look at this. Flying beings. This is how it is in the Middle Earth, too. There's flying saucers. Now, look at this. Why on earth would we see depictions of flying saucers if our government says they don't exist? Then why do we see them engraved? Why? Why do we see cave drawings like this? Why? Why do we see stuff like this? This right here, that's real. It's all real. I've documented way too many UFOs, and some of them are interdimensional too. I've got lots of video footage, lots of pictures of, and so do a lot of other people, of actual things in the sky that cannot be explained. Why do you think I get shadow banned? Why? I've gotten shadow banned for the past, at least the past 5 years, heavily shadow banned because of my subject matters, UFOs and plasma and other unconventional trains of thought. Yeah, look what I was talking about. Look, no, there's other life forms. Our government was not around when this stuff was done, okay? They weren't. And why would they go to, no, our government was not around. And that doesn't explain the Baltic Sea anomaly. It looks like the Falcon of something, some kind of movie. The Baltic Sea anomaly? No, so there comes a time and you're going to have to demand answers. Apple Brooks, honey, let me just give it up to you. Apple Brooks is doing a wonderful job right there. And we got this. Enoch walked with God and he was no more because God took him away. Where'd he go? Did he just vanish into thin air? Did he get taken into another dimension? And then you have Ezekiel's wheel. Then you have the chariots. Then you have Jesus ascending in the clouds. Well, where'd he go after he ascended up into the clouds? Did he just poof and he's gone? What was in those clouds? And the Israelites, a cloud by day and a fire by night. How on earth could a fire in the sky lead the Israelites? How could a cloud lead the way unless there was something inside of that cloud? Think about it. Just think outside the box. These drones, we got these drones, but no one's got any really good answers. Nobody's got really good pictures, but we got a whole lot of images that look very similar. Mysterious drones. Watch this. Mysterious. And Joe Rogan. See, the drones up in the sky, these aren't these are just examples. This is what they show because these are the drones that they show that are available to the public. And the military has drones too. This is what they're showing. Lights in the sky. That's what they're showing. Lights in the sky. Let me see this. And something like this also. Well, this looks kind of like my ships. It does. It does. Hello. Apple Brooks, honey, you are so good at what you do. Does it ring this bell every time? Yes. That's right. Jesus ain't flying the drones. That's right. Jesus ain't doing it. No, he's not. Come on. Now, somebody say, well, look, Gina, it's this right here. I don't think it is. I really do not think it is. If you start seeing things like that, then you're going to have like Star Wars, the Clone Wars. Okay, in Las Vegas, when there was a whole cluster of them, there's around 30 or 50 of them that my friend filmed from her balcony. They were orange. They were going up and down and up. They were all scattering all about, and a lot of other people saw them. And what happened was the news says, oh, it's just Chinese lanterns. Chinese lanterns. Yeah. Now, you may not like it. You may not like any answers. You may not, there's UFOs in the sky. There's crafts that are not of this world. Yeah. that are not of this world. That's right, Mr. Code. It's always the Chinese lanterns. Let's get over here. We're supposed to be watching these drones and these clones. We can do it. These UFO sightings. Let's see what else they had to say, because some of them are kind of upset. They can be explained. No, you cannot explain them as ordinary objects. Wait. Before they, see these right here? 1, 2, they just popped up. Let me put that in slow mode, because they aren't there the whole time. I can't put it in slow mode, but watch them. They're going to show up. See, there's one up there too. They're like little drones or little clones. See them right there? They also are flying around in the sky next to these. This is a flying saucer right there. It's kind of round on the top, and you can see how it flares out like that. These things can go super, super fast, and they can vanish in the blink of an eye. Let's see, there's no clones. Watch this. Yeah, let's watch this. Gonna get it? There it is. Oh man, those things are flying all around. They're clones also in the sky. Drones either flying all around. I wish I could. And the other one is over here. They're little cubes is what they are. Little black cubes or black spheres. Metallic spheres in the sky. They are being documented in the sky too. Metallic spheres. And they come in different sizes. Just think of the Borg on Star Trek. See, now look, they moved from there to there to there. There's 3 of them. Gina, honey, that's not it. That's the film. Okay, well, I'll just say for the sake it is the film. They're making it look like it. This is a flying saucer. You know that they had better images than that. Look, I believe that we as Americans can't handle the truth. And I also believe the world deserves the truth. Well, can't you handle that there's other life other than human beings? And they don't look like us, and they may not have the same type of airplanes as we have. They may have a different means of getting around. They may. Yeah. And the number of their army was 200 million. I heard their number. That's the locusts. That's the locusts. Yeah. Hair like women. They wanted greater transparency from the executive branch and the intelligence regarding the unclassified UFO information. You just wait till President Trump gets into office. He's just going to let it all out. And remember Elon Musk, when he's talking about artificial intelligence, he was already warning it's already too late. One could classify artificial intelligence as a life form. You could. A life form. Unlike us, is super intelligent. See, look at this. If these were flying at night, these would be having lights on them too. And don't think that they're just going to spin around in circles when they're in the sky. No, they're not. They can keep their shape without even turning in the sky. See, that's just like that. All of these UFO sightings, the clones and the drones, and yeah, there's much more to it. They've seen it. Everybody's talking about it. The pilot lost control after the encounter with the unidentified drone. They say it's a drone, but is it really a drone? Yeah. There's no way of coming here from anywhere other than Earth. Stephen, what if there is? Do you believe in interdimensional travel? It's the spirit realm. It is. There are many species that have the ability to come from one dimension into the other. Just think of ghosts. Ghosts can do that too. Spirits, demons, angels, they can come from one dimension to another. And if there was no other dimensions, if there was nothing other than human beings, why do people do these seances? And they summon in beings who have crossed over, and or you could say they summon in demons from the other dimension. Why that? And what about the people who are psychics, people who are seers, who are able to hear and know things and see things. Where are they getting their information? You say, well, they're getting them from demons. Well, are they in another dimension? Are they? Because if you say yes to any of that, if you say yes to psychics, people who do seances, remote viewing and everything, if you say, yeah, I believe in that stuff, but yet you don't believe in UFOs, how can you? How can you believe in one and not the other? Because that's otherworldly. They're not of this world. There's beings that are not of this world. It's easy to believe in something that's so normally accepted without questioning it, but let something else like drones or clones come up or lights in the sky, and it's not widely talked about or widely embraced. It's not so easy to even entertain the thought that, yeah, these might be from another dimension, or yeah, that these might really exist. But those who say, I want to hear from my dead sister, I want to hear from my dead brother, my dead father, and they have the seances and stuff, and the psychics get in and they tell them things that they never even knew. How is that possible? How is it? And how can you claim to hear from the Holy Spirit when the Holy Spirit is not even present, but yet you're tapped into that spiritual realm? It's another realm. But you will believe, the Holy Spirit told me this, but how could the Holy Spirit tell you if you don't believe in any life outside of this realm right here? How can you? How can you believe in anything else when you don't even, but it's okay not to believe that these things could exist. These things could be from another dimension. It's just kind of, yeah, doesn't sound right now, does it? See, we pick and choose what we want to believe in, even though something else may be just like that. The same grounds for believing in the one thing you did believe in, more or less. Other life forms. Well, Shirley, honey, I haven't really looked into that. What do you think about the Pope getting ready to go do on Christmas Eve? I've heard that he's going to read something, or someone said it could be some kind of ceremony. But when I saw that wizard, or that whoever he was with the long robe, with his staff, I forget what he was, with the Notre Dame, and he had the big blue jewel in the end of his wooden staff, and he walked up to that great big massive wooden door, and he put the point of his staff, he knocked on the door, I don't know how many times, then he went back, and the guy had him read something else out of this ancient book. Then he went back up there and did the same thing, and he tapped on the door with the bunt of his staff, just like Gandalf. And then he went back and he read some more of the sacred scripture. And then he went back up there and did it again. And the next time, I don't know how many times he did it, but then he put his hands on the door and they pushed them open. So I believe it's something ceremonial, and I believe it is of great significance in the spiritual realm. I really do. Whatever it is that he's doing. Otherwise, why are you going to do something if there isn't any spiritual significance tied to it? You say, well, it's ceremonial. Well, why do ceremonial unless the ceremonial is connected to the other dimensions, the other realm? Yeah. It's all connected, Mitzi. That's right. Come on, Applebrooks, honey. I got to ring this bell for you. You are doing a wonderful job. How long have I been zoomed in? Let me fix it. Let me fix it. Did it get me now? Heather, honey, you tell me, did it fix me? Did it fix me, Heather? How long have I been zoomed up? I really hope that I haven't been zoomed up this whole entire time. Have I? Applebrooks, honey, was it a long time? Yeah. They zooming up on my face again? Did somebody try to warn me? Oh, no. This is... well, I don't like it when they zoom up on my face. You know why I think they do it? If it's AI, it's examining up close the expressions on my face and the seriousness of me and stuff. It's looking into me. Or if it's a human being, they're just looking too. I don't really like it. I don't like my face zoomed up on like that. Grand Rising, Anna. No, how on earth did this happen? They want to talk about these And I'm trying to explain. It doesn't seem, never mind. I already said everything I was going to say. It says you believe in there, you say there is a, you say there's no God or something. It said, yes, even the demons in hell shiver. They know there's a God. Well, where is hell? Is it another dimension? Is it? And who's holding them in hell? Is there anybody watching over them in hell? Even the demons in hell. Is there a God? If there's a God, then there's also the opposite. And God is supernatural. God is pure energy. Everything's energy. Also, yeah. This is all connected, every single bit of it. And they're terrified, absolutely terrified. Let me do this right here. Shalom, Scott, honey. Thank you for tuning in, Scott. I haven't seen you. I've seen you in the past few videos, yeah. The yin and the yang. Yes, MK. The yin and the yang. It's been around for eons, thousands and thousands of years. Al, honey, the bad guys are running. Well, their legs are going to get mighty tired. They are. Al, honey, how long you been on here? You been on here a while, Al, honey? We was talking about these drones, and some people say it's, hello, Sharon Rose. They say it's like Project Bluebeam, a simulation. It's the government. It's another country. It's AI. Well, hello, Al, honey. You see that? It's almost Christmas time. Yeah. It's all right, you all. This is the mysterious drones. No, and if you pray, why you pray? If you don't believe that there's something out there or someone out there that can hear your prayer, well, that's different. Then why are you praying if you don't believe in other life forms being out there? You don't believe in, I believe in God, but you can't see God. You can't see the angels, but you're praying because you know they're there. You don't have to see them because you know they're there. And yet you have UFOs in the sky and they disappear. And we have some people know that it is not existing. It's Project Bluebeam. Why? Because all there is humans. Why? There's no such thing as other dimensions of the spirit realm, interdimensional. Then why do you pray? Why do you pray? You know why I pray? Because I know there's a God, and I know there's someone out there that hears my prayers. I believe in angels. I believe that there are demons. I believe that there are other life forms out there. They're spirit beings. And if they exist, then other life forms exist too. Other winged beings. Let me tell you about my experience with gigantic winged beings with a wingspan of 20 to 30 feet. Let me tell you about it. Gina, we don't want to hear about it. Well, I'm going to tell you about it. It happened back in 2018. Hold on a second. No. You see this like this? Well, Gina, these are all make-believe. These don't even exist. Oh, but they do exist. They exist. Which was the ones that kind of like what I saw? Okay, let's just choose this. No, let's okay, big black wings like this. I was standing out in my yard with my camera, and I was looking at the two suns in the sky, trying to catch them. And there was clouds in the sky and stuff. This is in 2018. And all of a sudden, the storm clouds started rolling in. And in the southwestern sky, there formed two massive, gigantic columns of storm clouds. They looked like gigantic cliffs. They were so dark gray. They formed in the southwestern sky. And they came together. And I was sitting there looking at them thinking, my gosh, those are enormous. Then all of a sudden, that is like a chasm opened up in the southwest sky, and out of that, like a crack open, like the veil was torn. Out of that area right there came gigantic wing being. I thought it was hang gliders with bird costumes on. I thought, why are they were enormous. They were human. They had they had a helmet or something on their head. I don't know if it was like the reddish orange was on their head, but they had gigantic black wings with reddish orange on the bottom parts of their feathers. They were human. They had a reddish orange cummerbund, and they had reddish orange, and it's dark reddish orange boots. First one came out, and it flew over my head, and it was just as tall as the trees, and I kept trying to take a picture of it. They were enormous. And then another one came out, and another one, around 6 or 7 total, flew right over my head until they got to the end of my property, and they vanished. They vanished. I did a Facebook video immediately afterward, and I thought, what is it? I was trying to figure out what on earth did I just see. They came out of a chasm in the sky. They came from the other dimension. That's when I first started this back in 2018. They had gigantic black wings, reddish orange cummerbund around their waist, their boots, and they were human. I don't know if they had it on their head or not, but they had gigantic 20 to 30 feet span. I thought, is this, and the only thing I've ever heard of was like the Thunderbirds or something, but I didn't know what it was. I've never forgot it. I could not get an image of it. My phone froze on me, completely froze. So yeah, I do believe in interdimensional beings and otherworldly beings. I know that there's other dimensions. And if you think of the multiverse, yeah, that's a theory too. Yeah. No, I wasn't a fallen angel. It was not a fallen angel. I was not scared or anything. I would have felt the energy. I was not threatened, and they did not threaten me. I wasn't doing anything. I do not believe that they were fallen angels at all. I don't. Yeah, many dimensions, Al, honey. Yeah, hello. You just tuning in. We're talking about the drones and the clones and all that and other areas and the glowing lights in the sky. Yeah, we're talking about all of it. They want transparency. And what's out there, let's hope that what's out there is friendly. And let's hope that somebody does not shoot them down. Let's hope that. Look, the Congress is, Congress is probing the reality that we are not alone. I was thinking about that phrase, we are not alone. Because when I first started doing this, that was the phrase I used, we are not alone. And then I'm looking around and saying, oh, there's a lot of other people using the same phrase. We are not alone. I think it's a collective mindset. Yeah. It could have been the Nephilim. I felt honored that they showed themselves to me. I did. It was a very special moment. I just sat and watched them because they were enormous. Yeah, I thought, wow, you showed yourself to me. But yeah, that was it. It was. So sooner or later, you're gonna hear about them. You're gonna hear about other life forms. You're probably gonna hear about the ships that are inside the earth, the cylinders that coming down from the sky in many parts of the world, and they're going down into chambers inside the earth because they got bases in the earth in Table Mountain, Cape Town, South Africa. I happen to believe it's the largest alien base on the planet, on the earth. And the reason I say that is because all the UFO activity that we documented concerning Table Mountain in Cape Town, South Africa. And I always wondered, why would the Queen of England and why would the royals go to South Africa? And South Africa, Table Mountain is Earth's chakra. If you think of the chakra or whatever, that's the Earth one right there. No, there's something going on. There is. I would encourage you to watch Table Mountain, Cape Town, South Africa playlist on this channel where we documented strange occurrences at Table Mountain. Let me show you the playlist. But you got to do this. You got to come to the YouTube channel. You got to click right here. Don't let them zoom up on me, Al Honey, because I don't like my face being, oh, here's my playlist. Look at this. The snake beings, the Naga reptilians. Now, how would you explain that? Are you going to say that they never existed? Then why are they engraved in the rocks and stones if they never existed? No, they existed. They did. What about that upright serpent in the Garden of Eden? What about that upright serpent? How on earth could it be upright? It must have been walking. It must have been of the reptilian DNA, right? Yeah, okay, where am I supposed to be going? I'm supposed to be going to Table Mountain in Cape Town. Hello, Trey, honey, how you doing? We ain't danced in a long time. Sorry, we haven't. I hope you're doing good, Trey. Are you doing good? Okay, Trey, honey. Yeah. Let's see, the stars are dancing. When am I trying to get to Table Mountain? Look, look, look. This is some stars in the sky. They do this too. This is from a guy named Joseph. That square and that star, that was an actual star, and they were different crafts. He was catching the UFOs. Go watch that. Go watch that right there too. That video right there. It was remarkable. Let me see. The moon is trying to load it. And this large, look at this. Eye-opening large ship came out of the sun. Table Mountain, Cape Town, South Africa, and then, of course, the sun, the cubes, they're coming out of the sun, too. Just think of the Borg. You do not want the Borg to show up. You don't. Yeah. These are, no. See, look at this. This is Table Mountain in South Africa is exposed on one corner. We documented it. I documented it. I went through hours and hours of footage, frame by frame, 3 years ago. I've put a lot of work in here, and I'm not giving up now. I'm still here. I've done a lot of work. This channel's done a lot of work. There's been many people who've been here since the very beginning. These are plasma ships right here. I want you to look at that, because it was really amazing. Cape Town, South Africa, right there. That's the mountain. That is the mountain, and it looks like the ship. It was obscured, you all. This is a live stream is what it was. Totally. Gina, I don't believe in it. Well, you don't. That's not my fault that you don't believe in it. It is not my fault. Let me show you this. Let me speed this up. I want you to look. No, we ain't been on this just all of a sudden, and we're not newbies. We're not newbies to all of this. That is Cape Town, South Africa. That is the mountain. I was able to see it. And these right here, you see those circles? We actually have some of those circles that have been found in the cloud. The UFO that was at Papakato volcano, I've showed it quite often. Al, honey, let me do it. Can you do it too? Yeah, we can do it. That's Cape Town, South Africa. If you're on here and you're from Cape Town, South Africa. See, this is a long time ago in Cape Town. We did a video 3 years ago. There are other life forms. And to think that we don't have airplanes that look like that. We don't. We do not. I think it flies around. And they have many ships that fly around that look like that. Look at the great big circled windows. Table Mountain, one ship, one of my light ships. You see, you can see them up there too in the clouds. Oh, look like a hexagon or octagon there. There are robotic beings in the sky too. They look like robots. You know, like the R2-D3 or whatever it is, R3-D2. I captured one in the sky too, and that was like probably 3 or 4 years ago. It's clear as day. Right in the sky, poking its head out of the clouds. Look at the technology that they can use. They can take an X and cover themselves up, is what they can do. Let me see, where's it gonna? Yeah, go to Table Mountain in Cape Town. That's the mountain, and often the clouds come and cover it up, just like other mountains, just like volcano areas. They come and they cover them up, is what they do. There's a flying saucer down there. You can see it. Yeah, so we're talking about the drones. Gina, then why are you talking about Table Mountain? Because I liked it. I did. Al, honey, you was ringing a bell when a troll leaves the building and angel somewhere on the planet gets their wings. I love it, Al. We love it. They really need to land. Well, they are landing, and people aren't going to like it. They're not. Look, see, even here at the top of at the top of Table Mountain, as it goes back even more, that's how it looked. The whole entire mountain. And if you've ever seen this image anywhere before, it originated from my work. Yeah. And we showed it during a live stream. We did. Absolutely, we did. So the drones in the sky and stuff. Let me tell you something else too. Let me show you. Let me tell you something. Okay, are you listening? This is Table Mountain. And I happen to believe let's pause it right here. This shows up on Table Mountain as the sun goes down. It's a massive ship. It just so happens to look like this massive ship that shows up on NASA's product right there. It does. Same thing. Same thing. Look, and they said it was the Anunnaki. Well, it just so happens that there is a symbol of a ship like that. There is. Let's see. Did we pull that up? Let me see. Gina, honey, what you got going on? Can you please? Okay, you smiling? Okay, see my phrase, we are not alone? Yeah, that was my phrase. We are not alone. And I was trying to find the other images. Oh, look, Anunnaki. The Anunnaki. Look here. Ancient tablets with the sun. Let me see about this, you all. I'm trying to see if I could find something else to compare it to. I was trying. If I can't find it, I'm just going to pass it on. I'm just going to walk on by. There's something that was their stereo ahead, had the same image. You know what they called this? A planet. Oh, there's a planet passing by. Really? Well, it looks like the shape of a ship. Hello. Not everything is lying, signs, and wonders. Revelation now. Yeah, it's not everything is lying, signs, and wonders. It's not. Some things are, and some things aren't. Yeah, it's not all clear cut like that. It's not. But it's easy to dismiss everything, things that we don't understand as that. If you would see a flying saucer, it'd be wheels within wheels. They'd be like Ezekiel's wheels, right? Wheel within wheels. Is that what it would be? Let me show you something. Hold on. I take this opportunity to show some of the UFO footage. Is what I would do, because they're tied to the UFOs too. Like this right here. You know what they said that was? This was a UFO that I captured in the sky in Clarksville, Indiana. It got tagged as a contrail. But that's a ship, and this has been seen all over the world. Perhaps you've seen this too. They fly around in the sky. It's not a cloud, it's actually a ship. And I'm sure if it flew at night, yeah, it would, oh, why am I showing that? Did I see that at Table Mountain? No, but I was documenting how the UFOs would, go underground at Table Mountain. Oh yeah, I found one in the sky. There's UFOs that fly around Table Mountain, and there is a place by this apartment building where it goes into a shaft in the ground. We pinpointed that before too, but there's a great big Table Mountain playlist. It's the largest alien base on the planet, is what it is, and there is plasma ships. Yeah. which is really great. And just looking at them. There was a golden ship. I think we've already seen that. The part 1 of 2. Okay, hold on, let me pause it. Let me pause it. Is this right here? A fleet of UFO ships showed up in South Africa. And this is what they were. And they were masked. They were cloaked in the clouds. Look, look. Interdimensional UFO hypothesis. Well, why are you saying that that is a valid thing? An interdimensional hypothesis is a proposal that unidentified flying object sightings are the result of experiencing other dimensions that coexist separately alongside our own in contrast with either. It's a parallel world, a parallel universe, other dimensions. So that is a valid theory. It's a valid hypothesis. Yeah. So are UFOs. The speaking of them, saying that they exist, that's very valid. It is. And it's worth entertaining. It's worth thinking about. I'm trying to get this thing off of here because it won't go. That's all right. I think I'm being told, Gina, stop that. Don't be looking at it anymore. No, 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 no. See, look. They were all over the place. They were all over the place. This right here is the edge of a UFO. This is the edge of a UFO. It was really remarkable how this right here stayed in one space and it kept changing its shape. It stayed right there, Table Mountain. And then others came. There were other UFOs that showed up. They were this type of UFO right here. That's what they were. Gina, honey, I thought you were talking about drones. I am. I believe that the drones could be not of this earth. Yeah. Scrap it, honey. You can think whatever you want. I call them cloud cloaking technology that is used by the aircraft that are in the sky, the UFOs, the spaceships, the other worldly beings. They use cloud cloaking technology. They have mastered it. And we can actually make clouds too. We can. Cloud making machine. Have you seen that? Yes, let me show you that. Where did they get the technology to do something like that? Yeah, see, we got rain clouds. Rain clouds generated mechanically through engine. You see, they can do it. I've seen this happen. They got the top 5 generating cloud machines. Has NASA developed a rain cloud? Absolutely. Yeah, that's something worth looking into also. Yeah, the technology's there, and there's other worldly beings, and you may not want to acknowledge that there are, but you'll acknowledge that God is an otherworldly being. But you won't acknowledge that aliens are otherworldly beings, or ships could be otherworldly. But you'll freely acknowledge that there is a God, and there are angels, and there's an army. But you will not acknowledge that there is also, if it's up as above, so below. Yeah. And oh, I believe in God, and I believe in praying. I do. If it wasn't for God, I'd already be dead. Yeah. And I believe in praying to God because it comes from the frequency in my heart, and my prayers get answered. My prayers are heard, just like a lot of other people. But I also believe in otherworldly beings, that there are sheep not of this fold. Yeah, that's right. We got it. Ships in the water too, electric lady. We got it. Yes, we do. I'm going to go. So I went on too long. It's been 54 minutes. I got things to do, places to go, and people to meet. Not really. Yeah. Miss Constitutional video. Miss Constitutional rights. There are aliens, I think, that are in the earth. Absolutely. Yeah. That feels the green people. I remember reading the story on the green people. Oh, let's see if we can find it. Oh, I really do want to find it. The story of the green people. Let's see if it was in our story time. Let me just go look now that you mentioned it. Let me close this out. Let's look at this. The green people. Oh, I hope it is. It may not, we might have read it during a live stream. Oh, well, 9 months ago, I just wanted to know, are we going to be strong enough to survive? Yeah. I wanted to know where the green people was. I don't know. That must have been during a live stream, and you missed it. You did miss it. We got to go. So thank you, moderators. With that being said, hello, wherever you are. Look, our President Trump. Come on, President Trump. We're going to hear what you got to say.
That blasted. To you.
Can you comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey ports? It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people. And they should, because the people are really, I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster. Want to know the truth? They're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster. I've decided to cancel my trip.
Have you received an intelligence briefing on the drones?
He's decided to cancel his trip because of the drones, President Trump. Would you just say President Trump?
And they should, because the people are really.
You deserve to feel
no.
safe.
See, I knew they'd do that
that
for
you're
me.
Protected online. Introducing McAfee Plus, all-in-one protection that goes beyond your devices. It protects you, your identity, and privacy.
I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster. Want to know the
truth?
They're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster. I've decided to cancel my trip.
He's decided to cancel his trip in Bedminster. Where is Bedminster? Bedminster. Bedminster. New name, no photos. Gisli Pelicott removes all trace of her husband. Is that Nancy Pelosi? Or no? Who is that? Why did I think that was her? I kind of thought that was Nancy Pelosi at first. I guess it's not. It could have been. I'm supposed to be, did you say we're Gitminster? Gensminster? Gitminster Trump? I have no, I don't know where he's at. Trump defends his choice for Attorney General. Hello, I'm going. Oh, bid.